What's up, guys? Weed coming at you again from my little slice of paradise. I want to talk to you today again about the Members Mark Pro 36 smoker pellet grill combination thing. I also wanted to cover couple things from my last video about my outdoor heaters. First off, I want to introduce the man behind the camera, my son. So what's
Hey
up,
guys.
Zach, my boy? So I got this, as I told you before, from Lowe's as a Christmas present. It was like 120 bucks. This thing is awesome. It does drink gas. It drinks gas a little bit, but it is awesome. Puts off a tremendous amount of heat. We had a big snowstorm last weekend, and it literally had a 10-foot ring around it after just a few minutes of melted snow, and it kept up really, really well. Now, the TikTok rocket stove, on the other hand, after some use, after the third time, it broke. One of the welds broke. And I found out real fast that it was kind of top heavy, and if you barely touched it, it would fall over, which mine did. But that was our fault. You know, we're the ones that bumped it. But once you lit that thing, it looked really, really good when it was lit. But after about 30 minutes and the pellets died down and got burnt and the ash started collecting in the bottom, the flame dropped really, really low, and there was nothing you could do to get it back. And all the heat would always just go out of the top. You could almost touch and hold it like that and get no heat off of it. So anybody on these TikTok videos that there's, oh man, I feel a lot of heat coming off this, oh man, you wouldn't believe it. If you look at the bottom of their link, they've got a link to sell these things. So they're shooting you a line. Those things are not very good at all. This, on the other hand, is phenomenal. I mean, you can see the glow off of it. It's a good amount of heat on it. It's I think it's what, like 32, 31 degrees here today right now in the south. And I mean, I'm not shivering or freezing or anything. So that covers that. I want to talk to you guys about something I'm doing new on my pellet grill. I looked through all kind of videos, and I had yet to see anybody do a video on these. And I started doing it last year. This is like my second or third time doing it. And it just occurred to me one day, there was a beer involved, but we were out here cooking oysters, and I'm sitting here with my Members Mark, and I'm like, man, I wonder how they taste coming off a smoker. So we loaded it up with oysters, and as I've got it today, and if you can look and see, I just opened up there. There's some in there open now. These are ready, pretty much ready to go. This thing does a tremendously good job, and with the smoke chamber down here at the bottom, the oysters will pick up that flavor some if you don't let them dry out. If you let them dry out, leave them in there too long, you kind of don't get it. But once they're open and ready to go, and I know a lot of people say, ooh, oysters, I don't like oysters, can't stand oysters. That's fine. The oysters are an acquired taste. But for those of us that do like oysters, this thing does a really phenomenal job on roasting and opening oysters, as opposed to the traditional way of getting a deep fryer and putting your pot of water on it and a grate, put them on, let the steam come up. That's fine and dandy. But this thing right here, with that smoke chamber at the bottom, it just adds to it. And I assume that if you have any other brand, Traeger, Pitballs, Rectech, or any of those other brands without the smoke chamber at the bottom, you're still going to get a good amount of whatever pellet flavor you have in there. Okay. What I did with it is I went ahead, because I have this one with the smoke chamber, I need to let my wood get caught fire good and get smoldering in there. I crank it up to about 350. Once I go through my startup procedure, I make sure my wood's good and smoldering in there and got some good embers to it, and then I cut it back down to about 350, 300. No, I start at 350. Excuse me. I'll cut it back down to 300 and let them sitting, because they're sitting there a little bit longer. They get a little bit more of that smoke flavor to them. And at 350, you got to have a really good pair of gloves to hold the oysters, because if there's any that salt water inside, and once you crack them up, that salt water hits those gloves and gets in there, it can burn you. So be careful with that. But if you're an oyster lover like we are, and you got any kind of pellet grill, doesn't matter whether it's the Members Mark Pro 36 or like I said, the Pit Boss or the Red Tech, any of them's going to do the same job. Give it a try one time. You don't have to throw a whole bushel on there like we do, but you know, put you a good amount in there and let them open up and try them like this one time and tell me what you think. So can't think of anything else to say today, guys. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Hope your weekend's going great, and I'll catch you next time.